Hey everybody, this is Getty with Georgia Firing Line. Today we're going to take a look at our favorite German Wonder 9, the HK VP9. Zooming out to a 10,000 foot view, the HK VP9 is H&K's premier polymer frame striker fired handgun. One of the major features that everybody notices about this gun is the fact that it's very light recoiling. So whether your trip to the range is a short one averaging about 50 rounds, or if you're coming to applied pistol and shooting around 300 to 400 rounds, the HK VP9 is a wonderful choice for a modern concealed carry gun or just something to learn with or defend your home with. Now when you stack the VP9 up to its competitors like the Glock, the SIG 320, or any of the other striker fired wonder guns, what you're going to find is that the HK VP9 ergonomics are outstanding. The texture on the grip is very aggressive, but it's not aggressive enough to irritate your belly if you carry appendix. You've got finger grooves in the front that are forgiving because the swoops in between them are big enough to allow for larger or smaller fingers. I've got long sausage fingers and most finger grooves do not agree with my hands, but the VP9 works wonderfully for me. The trigger on the VP9 is very predictable and easy to adapt to. So as you put your finger on the trigger and you take up the slack, you bring it up to the wall, as you increase pressure to continue prepping, there's not a lot of movement. The prep on this gun is very short, making it very predictable. And of course, we have to talk about the reset. So after the trigger's pressed and the gun cycles, right, how short is the reset? And it's average. You release the trigger out to the reset point, probably 1/16 of an inch or something like that, and it's ready to move as soon as you get off the trigger and bring it back to the prep point. One note on that for anybody who came to applied pistol, your reset is not the prep point. Oftentimes there's going to be take up after the reset. So when we talk about shooting from prep to prep, that's one way to stay ahead of the game. One more note about the grip on the VP9, the individual grip panels are all interchangeable, so you can really customize this gun to your hands. It's an outstanding setup, and I really wish that more gun manufacturers would do something like this for people with different size hands or when different people in the family shoot the same gun. The VP9 comes with 2 available magazine releases depending on the model that you purchase. What we're looking at today is a traditional VP9, and this has the paddle release. It wigs a lot of people out because it's different, but I'm telling you, change doesn't always have to be scary. I really like these paddle releases because your trigger finger can come off and outside the trigger guard. I can sweep it around the back of the grip and I put pressure on the paddle and that will drop the magazine. Subsequently, it works the other way as well. My thumb traditionally can reach across the grip of the gun and depress the magazine paddle and the magazine comes out. But for those of you who really prefer buttons, they do make the B model, which comes with a traditional magazine release button. The VP9 comes in a variety of packages ranging from sight packages, night sights, or optic cuts, longer barrels, better triggers, etc. So you can purchase one that's closer to what you want your end goal to be. However, don't discount the possibility of upgrading your gun into your end goal. Because like most of us joke about, we pick up a pistol like this, we look at it, this is not its final form. If you look at any of our staff, particularly those of us who shoot a lot, what you're gonna find is a lot of our guns look the same. We all have weapon lights and optics and usually an upgraded trigger or some sort of stippling. But on the VP9, the trigger's handled, you've already got a good texture. So you put an optic and a flashlight on this thing and you're ready to rock. Moving forward on this pistol, you're gonna find that it has both front and rear serrations, which is becoming more standard. Love to see it. But on the rear, you've got these extended wings to aid people in grabbing the slide and pulling it to the rear. Doesn't seem like much, but for students who have a hard time pulling slides to the rear because of leverage or grip strength, this really makes a huge difference. Combine these features with a standard 15 round capacity with the possibility for extended mags, and you have a package that's really hard to shake a stick at when you compare it to some of the other things within its price point. The HK VP9 deserves to be on your list, and I really hope you swing in to give it a shot. We do have these available on the rental counter, as well as we do stock the different models for handling or purchasing on your own. If you guys have any questions about the HK VP9, feel free to drop us a line at gafiringline.com or any of the social media outlets. You'll find them over here on the screen somewhere. And as always, keep your eye on GA Firing Line and shop.gafiringline.com for deals and updates for products and services in the future. And we hope to see you in some of our upcoming classes because the end of the year is going to be stacked. My name is Getty. Be safe. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. We're gonna roll the footage of Mike shooting this gun right now. This is Mike Black, and what you might notice about him, he's got tiny hands.
I have these tiny hands.
And he can still handle this gun. So for anybody out there with smaller hands, you're looking for a good platform to shoot, remember this one.